Hey there! So today we have another review and revisiting this one. This is Parish Brewing's Ghost in the Machine double IPA, New England style double IPA. And yeah, this actually won the New England IPA off from Multiculture. So Multiculture is Don't Drink Beer's podcast. Definitely check it out. It's a fun one. It's a little bit improv-y. It's a little bit beer geeky. It's a little bit funny. It's crazy, but it's quite a different podcast. But check it out. And they actually did a bracket of 13 New England IPAs, and you know, literally all your big names out there. And I think the final bracket was something like, I want to say Hill Farmstead, Treehouse, maybe Other Half, maybe not. I try to remember the bracket. They don't even have it available. If you're a Patreon, you could definitely check it out. But just listen to the episodes, fun. Hearing them pick through the New England IPAs, seeing which ones went through, which ones didn't. And the finals is actually between Treehouse Very Green and Parish DDH Ghost in the Machine. So that's the double dry hop version available at the brewery. It comes in like a silver fun can, but I actually found this one quite fresh. This is about 3 weeks fresh, so pretty much as fresh as you can get it in Florida, from what I imagine. Unfortunately, it's a warm shelf, but I mean, just look at this beer. You can even see, like, it just doesn't look like a normal bottle of beer because like it's a hazy in a bottle, and like it's just hazy through that glass. And anyway, extremely impressive that this brewery's beer, at least the DDH version, beat Treehouse Very Green, and that's absolutely insane. So for me, I'm not surprised that Very Green was up there. Hill Farmstead too, but anyway, really fun. So let's see how the non-DDH version does. Had great impression of this beer when I had it a year ago. So DDH version has something insane, like 8 pounds of Citra per barrel, which is like ridiculous. I think New England IPA breweries are focusing anywhere from 3 to 6. It's just absolutely insane. But beer is just full on opaque, looks juicy. Not super murky, but it is a full haze on that, like old color. I get a little bit of that kind of green hop character. Not super expressive, but it just smells like, New England. It's just like fruity hops. It's like, it's actually a little bit muted. For sure, yeah. Man, I hate these retail distributors and like what they do to these beers. I'm literally smelling nothing. Like it's just hops. Like this is like very non-distinct hops. Like there's no specific fruit that I'm getting. It's just like, I dig my nose in. You can probably tell it's a New England IPA because of the light malt character and the hops, but their hoppiness. But it's like very nondescript. Like I'm digging here. It's not even that cold. No, cheers. 8.5% double IPA. Bottle 3 weeks ago. It's just that taste of oxidation. The beer is so nice in the sense that the mouth feels fluffy. It has a nice creaminess to it. Like if this was fruity, it would just have like that old school, like treehouse silkiness and the creaminess and the richness, and just flies away beautifully on the palate. Like it has all those pretty parts to it. And then I just get immediate oxidation up front. It's so soft, but it's not like soft, like, oh, I taste wheat notes. It's just that really wonderful combination of like silkiness, water treatment, the malts coming in, wheat and or oats that they use in here. And it's got a nice, like, little bit of green bite to it. That's the lasting hop character. But it's just like, I immediately sense a little bit of oxidation, and it's just like gone over the edge, right? This is a beer that, still very tasty, still very drinkable, wonderful mouthfeel. It has a hop character to it, but it doesn't have a distinct singing one. It doesn't like, it's sort of like, trying to listen to music with pillows around your ears, right? It's just like you hear the music and you recognize it, but it's just like there's no bright parts, there's no, it's like squinting at a painting, right? It's just like, and then you have to open your eyes, like, wow, right? Like it's that kind of like really like, what's a good description? It's trying to drive on the road when it's like heavily raining and you can't even see what's going on. Like you can obviously tell this road, but then once it brightens up, you see the trees and the sky and everything. And you can tell it's good beer, but it's just like, if age-wise, if this was like chilled, I would guess like this was a 3-4 month refrigerated bottle, right? Like it has parts of it that's like, it's still cold storage and it's still tasty, but then it's just not quite there. So that's literally what you get with 3-week fresh beer that probably just baked in the sun, you know, probably sat in a truck for too long, probably sat in a warehouse too long. And it's such a shame because like I had to revisit this beer because of the podcast, and I could definitely see where this beer could have been that it would have edged out Treehouse. Because you just get the parts of it that are so pretty nice, but it's just like flat on hop character, and you have that oxidative kind of papery thing that sits right up front. What a shame. For rating, hell, it's really hard to rate this one because it's actually probably a pretty good rating because like despite the non-hop profile, everything behind it's nice. Everything behind it's what I want in New England IPA. Soft mouthfeel, little green hop bite to the back end. It's dry, doesn't have like, you know, all those like other harshness issues. Super drinkable for 8.5. It does have hair of that hop character, like some of that hop character up front, like a little bit. It's just like, you know, it's almost like someone plugged your nose on a New England IPA. You sort of can like tell it's hoppy, but there is no distinct real like fruit character. Like, can I tell you what fruits are in here? Not really. I can't really describe. Like, it's just hoppy. It's mostly just a myrcene coming in, which is that kind of green hop thing. There's no specific kind of like aromatics of like, you know, pineapple, orange, mango. It's just very tasty stuff though. Honestly, for a beer that's like such a disappointment, it's still absolutely amazing. This beer honestly still gets like a 95. This arguably, yeah, it's up there with some of the Treehouse beers that I reviewed. And it's at its poorest form, or poorer form. 95. 95, that is absolutely amazing. And I can definitely see how this beer, or at least the DDH version, killed Treehouse or the Beat Treehouse. But what a shame, but also what a great treat. I guess the goal now is to try to figure out how to get Parish. I mean, I'm closer to Parish than Treehouse, so until next time, guys. Cheers. It's a fun one. Later.